Okay, welcome everyone. This will start our lesson accounting principle LO1, which will go in 2 minutes. Please, anyone, any question, always feel free, drop me email. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. My name is Anjum Satai. My email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So let's please hope you have all the access on Moodle. So please make sure those just listening this recording. So please make sure you follow all the resources according to Moodle page. Okay, let's please. Okay, so we are looking accounting principles. The unit 5, as you know me, my name is Anjum. If you have any question, drop me email. Introduction accounting, management accounting is a profession that support manage decision making, planning, and performance. So management is the internal, and management accounting is internal, and financial accounting is external. The aim of this unit, to provide you financial operations information for sustainable business. That's why we have learning outcome. We have 4 learning outcomes. Examine the context and the purpose of accounting, which we'll go through. In the second lesson, we'll discuss about financial statement. We'll go through financial ratios, and we discuss about budget and financial plan. That will be all in each lesson. Please, we have indicative content, what we're supposed to be learn. So accounting means recording the systematic transaction in the book of account, financial management, and which is mean managing the financial resources. Audit, taxation. Audit means checking the accuracy, and the tax, and forensic accounting, looking the fraud in accounts. So role of commercial finance into purchase, pay, reporting is very important, and skill we required. We can interpret the information to you. That's it's quite big, but overall discussion, we cover our indicative contents. We follow international accounting standard. That will be all in our LO1, and then we will go to LO2 in the second lesson, and so on. So please follow the resources according to as given on the Moodle page. Okay, let's play. So we'll start. Hope so you can see the slides. So today is examine the context and the purpose of accounting. As we mentioned, examine the purpose of accounting function within an organization, assess the accounting function within an organization, context, a regulatory and ethical constraint. Ethics is mean moral principle. We need to make sure the information we provide is true and fair. So first, our assessment criteria examine the purpose of accounting in the function of accounting. What is accounting? Accounting is the purpose of identifying, measuring, and communicating and financial information about entity. Entity mean organization to permit informed judgment and decision by user. They can make decision based on the information. It is the term that describe the purpose of consolidating financial information. We can look around to make it clear, understandable. All stakeholders and shareholders can view the information. It need to be accurate to record reports, financial information. Accounting is important to keep systematic record of organization information. It need to be up to date, help user to compare the current financial information, historical data with the full consistent accurate record. Is enable users to assess the performance of the company over the period. Facilitate the decision making management. Accounting is especially important for internal users of accounting, and internal user may include the people that plan, organize, and run the organization. So what will do the management teams need to be accounting, making decisions. So important of commercial communicate the result, because if you have accounting record, accounting help to communicate the company's result at the various user investors, create primary and secondary uses which we can look around, and it's important for the company to establish credible within external users and provide the information, meet the legal requirement. Proper accounting help to ensure accurate reporting, financial asset liabilities. Tax authority use the standardized accounting financial statement to assess the company's declared gross revenue and all. So these are the key points, which we need to be the user of the financial statement. These are all the user of financial statement. Any question from like customer, they want to assess, company giving guarantee, the guarantee is met, because the company not financially strong, they can't. Government want like HMRC want to be they check, the statement they are paying the right taxes or not. Okay, so we can look around the user, like manage the required information. They will assess, in decision making, control activities, and examine the information needed, in title. Estimate and selling price, cost, demands, competition, all, we can. Shareholders want they have been paid the value of the investment, the dividend is paid correctly or not. That's anyone, any question? Okay, employees really want, the company is paying the right wages and the meeting the requirement. The creditors, they want to see we will give the credit, the capital is secure, and we can. And the government regulatory agency want to look around the stock exchange. We can look around the regulatory authority, the meeting, the requirement accordingly or not. That's the key which we need to look around. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, please. Any question, please?
No, when you have started the session?
Just in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Have you tried to join before?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, maybe a bit issue was restarted. Okay, no problem. What we'll do, if any question you have, please always ask, so we can arrange one-to-one if need to.
Okay.
Okay, so today we are discussing about accounting. We're looking the user of financial statements, yes, government creditors, and these are all the users. They can use the financial statement to make the decision about. Okay, like government want to check that we are managing and following the laws and we paying the right taxes or not. Creditors, which is mean lenders, they can see, the company has the ability to, if we give them credit, if we give them loan, they have ability to pay back or not. Yes, these are different stakeholders. Okay, so types of accounting can be financial accounting, which we prepare 4 types of report. We can prepare the profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow, and shareholder statement, which we will go through in the following lesson, which is our statements. Project accounting, we can say any project, any task, how much cost. Managerial accounting, we make budget, we calculate the variance, budgeted figures and actual. We look around the government accounting, they always look around where the money will come, where they spend. Forensic accounting, we look around the people are following the rules accordingly, they're not doing fraud. And tax accounting, we do tax purposes to calculate, and the cost accounting, we're looking different costing method, they're following or not. Okay, so type of accounting, financial accounting, as we mentioned, it's involved the process of compiling and producing financial information in shape of financial statement, and the stakeholders mean anyone who has any interest in the company, they use these statements. Balance sheet, we have first statement is the profit and loss, or we call income statement. Second statement is the balance sheet, which shows asset, liabilities, and capital. Do we know what is meant by asset? Have you ever studied accounting before? No?
No.
Okay, so asset mean anything you own it, anything has a value, like your jewelry, your mobile, your cash, is all these are the assets. Liability, anything you owe, like your loan, anything you need to pay back is a liability. And equity mean the investment, like a shares in the company, that's your equity. Equity mean capital, your investment in the company. Then we have an income statement which shows profit or the loss, income and expense of the company in that statement. Then we have a cash flow, CF, they use the term cash flow. So we can look at how much money in and how much money out. Then we have a statement of chain equity. It shows how much shares we issued, what are the shares values, and how much dividend return on their shares we pay. which we'll go through in the following lesson. Actually, we'll see the statement. Financial statement company prepare to look around, and we follow the accounting principle. Project accounting is the accounting that is used the company to track the progress of the project. Like, you're doing construction project, you're doing any other project. Managerial accounting, which we use to manage the information, internal operation reporting, like marketing department, HR department, these are known as operations. Internal working, and we can look around. Government accounting mainly focus on the financial administrative information, promoting welfare, maximum level of farm and the various services. Concerned with mainly systematic recording, income and expenditure. Type of accounting, forensic accounting, which we have mentioned earlier, recording of the various document, making reports, if any required course of action or the area which is not meeting the legal requirement, we can highlight. We can try to prevent the fraud in meeting the legal, requirement. Yes, like, sometimes people manipulate, they're putting more expense, less income to show to pay the less tax. Okay, it involved the compliant tax, we need to be look around the tax rule. Like, if you earning 12,570 pound in the UK, you don't have to pay the tax. If you earn more than that, you have to pay the tax rate, you're paying correctly or not. We have a different types of tax, value added tax, which is we pay VAT, we pay GST in other country called general sale tax. So these are the tax, which we need to be, and we need to be, and authorities can look around. Type of accounting, cost accounting, we look around, calculate the cost, if we can, how much is the fixed cost, how much is the variable cost, like a rent rates, rent of the house, rent of the building, insurance rates, council tax and all, these expenses. And we look where the income will come from, what will be, and what corrective action we can take it to reduce the cost, all the costing information we can look around. Any question, please? Any point you think need to explain again?
No.
Okay. Okay, interlink of the management and the financial accounting. Financial accounting is external, management accounting is the internal use. The nature of the reporting tend to be specific purpose, tend to be general, in anyone can use the information. Level is very detailed and overall view of the business in the financial accounting. Regulation we don't need to follow in the management, but under the financial accounting, we have international accounting standard to follow. Reporting interval we do whenever we want in the management, but normally annually or biannually, 6 month or yearly we reports we prepare for the business. Time orient, yes, often as you want, but almost historical figures. The range of the qualities of information, it tend to contain financial and non-financial and other, but in the financial information, more emphasis on the objective of the financial statement. Then we have a P2. P2 is the assess, the accounting function within the organization, and regulatory and ethical. Ethics mean moral principle. In ethics is very, do you swear that quarterly sale report has no accounting tricks. We can put the fake invoices, we can increase and decrease the figures, which should follow the ethics. Ethics mean moral principle. Accounting ethics is an important topic. The accountant are the key personnel who assess the financial information of individual entity. Such power and also involve the potential possibilities abuse of information, manipulation of numbers. Like we have a company called Enron. Enron is sure the profit is the millions, but after 3 months they were not in a position to pay the salary to their workers. They closed the company, and a lot of people invested, they lost their money. So we should, ethics also absolutely required in the course of our audit. Audit means checking the accuracy in the book of accounts. You know what you're saying? You're saying you have an asset, but actually you don't own it. It's the registry of the house, or the asset of the lands and the properties and the plant is someone else. So we should show the true and fair. The code of professional ethics, however, set by the different governing bodies, like you have an ACCA, CIMA, different chartered accounting firms, those set the ethics, and we have to follow those. Independency, or auditors, the accountant should be independent. Independent means no one can influence, they can change the numbers. Yes, auditors should give the objective, true information. They don't have close family members become auditors of the company. If your friend family account, no, you can't do it like that, because it can be improper, it can be not properly. Okay, different types of the threads can be Familiarity. If you know somebody is very close, your family friend, that threads can compromise your independency. Independent mean you give the true and fair information without any conflict and the bias. Intimidation, if somebody say, come on, we'll give you commission, your job will be at risk, your business will be closed because we pay you the fee. This is intimidation. We intimidate you, you work in the best interest of us, not best interest of the profession. Self-interest, editors are the directly financial interest through the shares of the large fees. We can say you can't, as an editor, if you're external editor, you do audit, you can't have an investment in that company. If you have it, it's a self-interest. Maybe you show more profit, more people buy, you will get more dividend. Self-review. If your bookkeepers, you can't do work in the audit because it can be maybe you're checking your own work. Okay, contingent fees. So we say we'll save your tax, you pay half of the saving as the fees, as the auditors or accountant fees. We can't do it. This is illegal to do. Integrity and due care. Audit work should be done thoroughly, diligently, and timely. Any question, any point you not get, please? Welcome. All clear about ethics, moral principle. Yes, and the information need to be true and fair. Okay, professional competencies. It's mean up to date knowledge. Every year we do CPD, continuous professional development. Like if you're a member of ACC, anybody, you have to carry on submitting how much courses you done, what rules you have, because every year the tax rules change, tax limits change. So you have a CPD. You're professionally competent because otherwise your knowledge can be outdated. Duty of report to breach the rule. If you have breached the rule, you should report it. You have follow the rule. Confidentiality. Yes, if we sharing, you're working in company and you know the company earn the profit and you can buy the shares before the declaring the profit. That you shouldn't do it because confidential information you not declare to the third party. We have a rule. Conceptual framework is the necessary, the number of the reason, ensure the need, use of the financial statement must, basic minimum information, ensure the information provided in arena both comparable, consistent, and given the growth in the multinational company and the global and all the reporting and the behaviors should be accurate towards. Okay, national regulatory framework. A typical regulatory include the national financial standard, national laws, market regulation, and exchange. These are the rules we must follow if you're a public limited company. Okay, for example, UK has its own national reporting standard. We can follow international. If you're just working in the UK, you can follow UK standard. If your company registered different stock exchange, we follow international accounting. We follow the Company Act 2006. We registered in the company house. We should follow. However, also the many pieces of the UK and EU legislation, like how we can govern Oxford-Exley is one of the governing rules we follow in the UK. We look the reporting system in the UK, and we need to be look around in the best interest of the public. Like we have a company called Carillion. They have 75 million pension shortfall that the fund being invested in different companies and not been highlighted in the audit. So we should do like Barclay Bank CEO being paid 2 million profit bonus, but Barclay Bank not earned a single penny. So that's we need a governance. London Stock Exchange, all the companies that are shared is quoted and listed. We should. Okay. So today lesson, what we discuss accounting, different types of accounting, financial accounting and management accounting. Do we know what is the difference between financial and management? So which one is the internal, which one is the external? So management is a internal accounting, yes, and financial accounting is external. How many statements we prepare in accounts? Those are 4. So we discuss about income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, and change in equity or shareholder statement. These are the 4 statements we must prepare under the financial accounting. So management accounting, we don't follow the rule. Financial accounting, we follow the rule. Ethics mean moral principle we should follow, and we not have a conflicting information. We keep the record secure and confidential, not declare the third party. That's all from my end. Any question?
Not question, but can I get recording?
Yeah, it will be available, and I can copy the recording and I'll send you group message. Okay. So I'll send you the book, huh? So where you can find the chapter of management and financial accounting. You can spend 10 minutes, yes, and you can read as well, huh? For background reading. Because you not studied the accounting before, it's good to be we have a basic knowledge. Huh?
All
Okay.
right.
And the next lesson will go through financial statement. And you can, if you type Google it, any company of your choice, you can look around the financial statement of Unilever, Amazon, and all. Huh? Okay.
Okay.
And that's which we'll go through in the next lesson. Thank you. Have a good weekend, and I'll speak to you next lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.